the overlay, but there's a missile turret like right in this corner here when whenever Bomber goes back to his main, because of his his camera hotkey. So when it shows up for me, I think that Polt is dropping Bomber every time I see the missile turret, since it's right next to the corner of the mini-map. I read it wrong. Oh well. It's like, he thinks about dropping, then he changes his mind, then he thinks about it again, then changes his mind. I just realized I haven't actually eaten today. I had a couple of chocolates, and that was it.
Banana and coffee, so...
Huh?
I've had a banana and coffee.
Okay. Not much better.
Additional supply depots required.
So this is the part of TVT I don't like. Siege Tank Wars!
Explosions!
Yeah, a lot of men die for no reason.
Additional supply depots required.
I don't even know why they're called Marines, because it's not like they go through water or something.
I've never understood that in my entire life.
Like, an actual Marine, I understand why it's called a Marine. Because it's part of the Navy. But I don't know why these are called Marines.
Also find it humorous that in our culture, Marines are like honorable and fierce warriors, and these are merely resocialized killers and criminals.
Oh yes, i.e. Tychus Finley. Not all the Marines are that way, but the
Additional supply depots required.
voice is definitely such. A small group of Marines from Polt are going to force the third to evacuate. Meanwhile, this Doom drop is going to come in from Bomber into Polt's main. I'm thinking that Bomber probably wants to attack the third now with his army in the bottom right, but he's not doing that quite yet. He might be... it looks like he's focusing on this drop first. Now he's sending it in. His third is being evacuated, so he's just going to evacuate. He's not going to try and defend that. Exactly. I mean, he will protect his natural with his reinforcements back at home. But it looks like he's going to run now, so he will lose his dropped siege tank, meaning that his drop is only being continued with Marines, and Bomber is going to overrun the third. The sensor tower tipped Polt off, so he has evacuated the third. But it might still fall with the Marines there, and no further defense, as the defense is all in the main from Polt's Bomber's first drop. I think this is actually going well for Bomber because he just has more siege tanks. He only committed one to the drop, so that one siege tank made Polt bring all his army back, and now there's not much to defend the natural. So if Bomber can get himself any more of a lead from this good position he has on the ramp, I think he's got this game. It's looking good. Yeah, he's going to stim and take out these siege tanks. And he probably will need to throw down a scan, as he has no air of which to speak of here. Wow, that is bloody. He's actually going to lose all of his siege tanks. Okay. That's why he's pulled. I felt like he should have been able to break the natural with his Marines, but I think he lost too many of them when he pushed forward onto the siege tanks, and so now, since he had no... Oh, that's what it was. He had no air in that composition. There wasn't even a single medevac. So, yeah. We're kind of back to more or less even. I still like the position for Bomber. Well, let's see. There are 6 siege tanks for Pult to the 2 of Bomber. Marine count also favors Pult. SCV count favors Bomber severely. So basically the only thing in terms of units that is going for Bomber is that he has, well now, okay, he's catching up pretty fast, because Pult has to rebuild SCVs, so it's starting to even out. Let's check the upgrades. It's relatively even edge to Pult, as he has +2 armor for both ship and for both vehicles and whatever this is called. Bio. I love it how that happens. You're just like...
I don't know how Bomber's gonna beat this if he has the white squares.
I don't know either. Oh, looks like he took care of it.
Yeah. So he's doing that pretty well. Oh, reinforced. Geez, only Grandmaster's free. This white squares that fast.
Only Grandmaster Korean seem to give us white squares to begin with.
Yeah, it's definitely a Korean unit. I don't think Americans or Europeans use it that well. So do you see Pult getting knocked in this?
Oh, this is a nice positioning that he has. The siege tanks are not going to be able to get into range because of the Marines. Well, okay, that's much better. He's forcing Bomber back. Don't know if he's gonna be able to clear both siege tanks. Basically, if he can clear both siege tanks, then he's held his main. If one is left, then he's still in a lot of trouble. Okay, he does actually have enough Marines. That might be game. Well, actually, Bomber still has... Bomber is ahead in supply. It's... Wow. Okay. Polt actually has more siege tanks, but Bomber has more Marines, and this is just because of that economy. Bomber can reinforce his Marines very fast. So he's probably just going to try and use stim Marines and medevacs as much as possible, and then siege tanks for larger engagements. I would not be surprised if he takes out this third with only Marines. I don't think he can because of the siege. Well, the siege tanks aren't actually in position, so he's gonna pick off 2 siege tanks immediately, and then he's gonna have to back off. The SCVs are already trying to repair this third, which will complicate matters for Bomber. He might still be able to get it if that siege tank, or if those siege tanks can get in position fast enough. Surprised he's not disengaging, because he should. I would think he'd want to retreat to his tank line. As it is, he's going to lose everything here. So Bomber has been in the lead from that last engagement that went well for him, but Polt's just hanging in the game very well. Bomber is finding it hard to finish Polt off. Anyways, he's gonna bring 2 more tanks and another decent amount of Marines. They are very even. Actually, they're identical in terms of their Marines and siege tanks. Now they're not, but they were at the time. Polt's just got 2 more. Polt actually has had more air units, so he's had more medevacs, he's had a Viking, and in some sense that's been helping him a lot, as that means more healing potential, more vision, etc, etc, etc. Hello, Bomber. I see you have decided to revert to your drops again.
Bomber.
Looks like we're going back to the main. Vehicle weapons has completed for Bomber, so he will have that for this engagement. Kind of needs it, as there is a weapons shield advantage for Polt, I think. So, there's... I can't read Terran upgrades. more accurately, I have a hard time reading off-race upgrades.